to actually unlock our identity, remind ourselves about our identity, talking about how we can dig deep in our identity and then get the gems out of it, and then polish this, and then at the end, think about how to actually take this community to the next level. And that's why we are not talking here about people who are still trying to find their way and path in life. We are talking about people that are actually ready to take on the torch. Take on the torch that the previous generation is to pass to them. Whether they are first generation immigrants or whether they are second generation. And the beauty of the Muslim society and the American society in general is that it's a melting pot where we as a community, we need to be bringing together all these life experiences. Whether like for somebody like Mu'adh, born and raised here, or somebody like myself, born and raised in Egypt, but decided for this to be home. And this is where like we will be spending the whole Sunday. Quickly, the camp will start today, and it will be starting to be giving a flashback about the community, and then talking about our identity in general, in terms of the comprehensiveness of Islam. Today, our theme is a verse in Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Haven't created jinn nor mankind except to worship me. Tomorrow, the theme is a bit different. The theme is about da'wah and how it's important in the life of a Muslim and how it's mandatory. And then, after tomorrow, the theme is how do we actually brainstorm to come up together with a collective plan to take this community to the next level. And when we think about taking this community, I want you to remember Muslims in India, or Muslims in Bangladesh, or Muslims in Malaysia. Centuries ago, these were non-Muslim countries. And there were some groups of Muslims that took it to become a Muslim country. We're not saying here that like the goal here is for this country to be a Muslim country, but why not? The goal here is to actually think above and beyond, and the sky is the limit. Think for a future of the community where you guys would be taking on the torch from the previous generation. This is the significance of these 5 words. Reviving our identity camp for young professionals. So inshallah, without further ado, let's start with having a flashback. Any questions so far? And by the way, this is not a camp where you guys are sitting to take lectures. Absolutely not. This is a camp where each and every one here is coming as a mature person to bring in whatever he would be able to add in order for us to collectively help each other. Number 1, to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And number 2, to take on this community to the next level. So set your intentions. Set your intentions first and foremost that all this time that is away from the urban life, away from cell phone reception, away from Facebook, away from Twitter, away from all the sources of distraction, this is a time to be spent with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. First and foremost. This is a time to be spent to strengthen the brotherhood and sisterhood ties amongst us. And most importantly, this is a time where we kind of start a new start in our lives. We unlock our identity and we practically take this and put it into action in our lives. Good? Awesome. So